Hello, ladies, gentlemen, and everybody who's too cool to pick one. Welcome back to the Phi Mu Alpha Overwatch League. It is once again me, Taco, for the third day this week, second day this week. It's been a lot. No, I played day one, so second day this week. But you get to deal with me for another evening. But for once, I'm not joined by that Dan guy. Instead, tonight I will be joined by Colored.
His superior that's a double negative. I was about to say like his superior minority, but
I don't think it's a double negative. Oxymoron, maybe? No, I don't know what it is. I know what you mean though. I follow. And maybe Steck? Is Steck casting with us or just producing? No. Steck's like, hell no. All right. So this evening we have Taco and Colored casting for you. Thank you though to Steck for producing for us, and thank you to Mr. Trifecta for refereeing. Tonight's game is week 2, game 3. We're back in the red division tonight with Nobody Said Peanut Butter versus that one team. So, Colored, I don't know how much you've been following red division since you're fancy and good at the game and up in the black division.
I am in red division too.
What?
Yeah, I was.
Why did I think you were in black?
For gold, I was in like the gold like picking district, like the little pick area, and I got picked in red.
Gotcha. That's why I remember seeing you above red in the spreadsheet. Well, hell yeah, you have been following along then. So your team actually played Nobody Said Peanut Butter last week, right?
We did.
And my team played that one team. So what are some things you noticed? What are some things you think might come up in this matchup for them?
I do know that Nobody Said Peanut Butter is missing Eric, who I would assume is probably their in-game leader.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if this is going to be I feel like one side's gonna be like just sort of like organized chaos. I don't know. Dan feeds a lot, so I guess who feeds less? Maybe.
I think that's fair. Yeah, I heard the VOD review of our game last week. Now, granted, Dan's team did beat us last week, but apparently their VOD review just included a lot of him getting yelled at for feeding into our Reinhardt. So hopefully he's taken that to heart. We'll see some a little safer play tonight, but I promise nothing.
Maybe. We're going to Nepal.
We're headed to Nepal.
This is honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a fan of Sanctum. The map kind of sucks.
That's fair. I couldn't tell you why I don't like it, but I don't like it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have enough game sense to really dig in deep to like, oh, you know, this and that bothers me about it. I just know when it loads up, I'm like, ugh, okay.
I guess I don't know what it is about environmental just being tilting, but
fair. I think maybe it's because like there's all this kind of horizontal space on this map in one side. It's very asymmetrical compared to like the other control maps, which feels kind of weird to me.
Yeah, I get that.
Oh well, we're seeing in possibly the least surprising news of the year, Frontlash coming out on the Pharah with an Eldorado Mercy Pocket. This is what we expect Frontlash to do, pretty much unless it goes wrong, right? Frontlash will switch on Pharah and if it's falling apart, but he's always going to start on Pharah. And with 3 quick picks out the gate, he's probably going to be sticking on that Pharah for a little bit.
Honestly, here, if I was I would have one of the DPS, which they just did, switch to Soldier.
Yeah.
I see Jax still switches over to Diva, which is
also a great switch
annoy
for
the fair.
Yeah, and that was something we kind of dealt with last week, was me not knowing how to play Diva well enough to deal with Frontlash yet. So I think Jax, with a little more experience on Diva, will be able to get up in her face and do what he needs to do.
Yeah, so I think what you need to watch for here is different kind. What Jax did right there was not a good idea.
And he pays for it. Gets demeched immediately.
Yeah,
so now
now he's stuck. They do get the kill on front lash, but Eldorado used the res on that Dan guy. But they still lost their D.Va and their other main tank, so they kind of, even with their pick, they just had to sit there.
Yeah, and that's the kind of fight you don't really lose that fight. You know, it's kind of a draw, all things considered, until you factor in that one team has control of the point. And then whoever has control of the point in a draw wins, you know? Oh, and again, Jackstrel gets demeched really quickly and killed by front line.
Yeah, he tried to take the 1v1 with King Pebble on the Reaper, and it just didn't work out.
Yeah, that ain't it, Chief. Reaper lives for that 1v1. When I'm playing Reaper and a D.Va starts coming toward me, I'm like, that's it. I'm a little bit aroused. I can't wait. Yeah, I'm like, cool, I'm gonna win this.
King Pebble does have the ulti.
And he could be looking for it. He's positioning a little in the backline. Oh, the Trumpet needs to take him down before he's able to. Flame Chaser already popped the ultimate. He's looking to turn this in their direction. There's 2 kills already for Nobody Said Peanut Butter. Frontlash takes down Emerald, though. Oh, and Frontlash with the Barrage to take down Flame Chaser. Frontlash with another kill. Frontlash literally single-handedly keeping his team in this fight, keeping control of the point. Again, taking stupid head out. Frontlash looking like he's about to make this a 100% cap for his team. Nate Dogg coming in with the ultimate, trying to finish it up, and he's able to do so with the kill on Emerald. There's a cap for that one team, 100-0.
Score.
So,
0-1.
I think that, I think that if Nobody Says Peanut Butter wants to fix this, what they really need to do is actually just play together. They're kind of trying to take individual fights here, and they're being punished for it.
Yeah, that's totally fair. And I think we're seeing a lot of that, you know, with Jackstrel trying to take those 1v1s. Trumpet Jesus took some 1v1s, you know, ended up getting some kills here and there, but
yeah,
they weren't really able to capitalize on those kills because Inspire doesn't help much if you're nowhere near your team, you know?
Yeah.
The self-heal is nice, but...
Yeah, and the Brawl comp here, with their previous comp, kind of wasn't gonna work for how spread out their comp was.
And Frontlash with the switch onto Mei, honestly, I dig it for this point. This isn't the most far-friendly game.
Yeah, so the plan, I guess, it seems from that web team is to just sit on point. Anyone that walks in gets walled off and just absolutely defeated.
Yeah, and I think that's a good switch and a good response to how last game went. If you win a game because your team's a little more coordinated, pick a comp that relies on coordination. And most of this fight is happening behind the point. Trumpet Jesus is rezzing Emerald. Jackstrel does get demexed. Most of that fight happened behind point, but there was kind of a 4-2 fight on point. So again, a little bit of lack of clarity in what Peanut Butter is going for. Kind of half of them fighting behind, half of them fighting on point.
Enemies here.
Yeah, it looks like they're just struggling to find like their group.
And like you said, I think we kind of expected this. You know, Eric is very much a shot caller. Eric is very much a team leader kind of personality. And when you use that, you know, in-game shot caller, it's tough to keep things organized. Oh, good block on that shatter from the stupid head, keeping his streak on the shatter. But a lot of ultimates coming up from both sides here. Dan Guy gonna take the first kill, but he's punished for it. And the kill feed is suddenly looking really good for Nobody Said Peanut Butter. Trumpet Jesus brings up Kartos. Both of the tanks get some kills on King Pebble and his Bob. And this looks like it should go in favor of Nobody Said Peanut Butter unless we see some kind of massive play from these supports on the point. More of it going down. I don't think we're going to see that. Oh, but a massive blizzard does come down as Frontlash dies. Is it going to be enough? Dan Guy gets on point. Not able to get any kills. Kartos takes him out, and so it delayed about 10 seconds from that blizzard. But ultimately, the point does go over to Nobody Said Peanut Butter.
Yeah, they get King Pebble on the escape where it came in.
I keep forgetting I can't do a genuine color cast in these games because the fights last so long. Like,
I just want to see how. I just want to see how they go about holding. They are split right now. If they choose to just come in on the side, they could just punish
oh,
that.
that was a really aggressive charge from the stupid head. He gets walled off from his team, and he does end up dying for it. Oh, the grab goes out and catches two. One of them to be pushed out. Could be big from Jack's drill. Able to get that Dan guy, but a really nice wall to block the rest of the team from getting hurt. However, this is still going in favor of Noki's Peanut Butter. Flame Chaser taking down King Pebble.
This could very well switch that. As you see, they're not backing up like they probably should.
And I think that they were a little bit ahead there, but they got split up. Jacksonville and Trumpet Jesus both came for it. Now it's Stupid and Emerald trying to hold the point alone. High Noon from Flame Chaser does find one, but is that going to be enough for them to hold the point?
That is big.
Oh, a massive ultimate from Kartos. Huge, whatever that's called.
Death Blossom.
Death
That
Blossom.
was
Oh my
really
God.
good. The combo.
Yeah, that was really cool. My brain was like, my brain heard the word blooming and then couldn't think of anything other than blooming onion.
Skin, that way when you do the Death Blossom, it's kind of it like actually does like the blooming onion effect.
Yeah.
They're very afraid of this May, like they should be.
Yeah.
If they get this freeze in,
Kartos getting a kill already was looking good, but this could be a huge blizzard from May. Does manage to freeze two. McStupid Head, though, overlooked by Nicholas Graz in favor of going to the backline of the Secret Flame Chaser. They do get him and eventually get Trumpet Jesus, and it looks like this is pretty cleanly going in favor of that one team now. Oh, with the ult coming down from King Pebble, that'll probably secure it for him. Able to get 2 kills now, and both Jax and McStupid Head kind of hiding behind point there, but it's not going to be enough. King Pebble finds 1, King Pebble finds 2, and the point goes over to that one team. We are in one fight territory now for pretty much both teams.
yeah, that last fight was played either way. Frontlash throwing the blizzard and then immediately dying.
Absolutely.
Огонь по готовности.
Oh, a huge grab, though. That's the kind of grab you want when you have control of the point. No kills out of it, but it does delay the point quite a bit. King Pebble able to follow up with the kill on the Stupid Head to put the team ahead. Kartos looking for another big Death Blossom. Does not find anybody, but there are still 2 ultimates on the side of Peanut Butter. Jacksonville throws the first, doesn't find any kills. Now all we have left is the Shatter from the Stupid Head. Flame Chaser should have Meteor pretty soon, but with a couple deaths already coming into the kill feed, it might be too late for them to use those ultimates. Oh, huge Shatter though.
Yeah, there was nothing to stop that Shatter.
There was nothing there. Oh, great placement on those mines, covering the entire point. That's going to be a cap and game 1 for that one team.
Yeah, that was a very good round. That second map could have gone either way. There was some good plays. I think what they need to do if I was nobody says Peanut Butter, what I would do is I would punish the players that are going for individual plays. Like if Dan goes in for a cheeky charge or Frontlash goes in for a cheeky, to try to get like a cheeky pick here and there. I would just say punish those. I wouldn't say necessarily play super slow or super reactive. Like keep your aggression, hold your ground, but watch for when just someone oversteps their boundary.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we saw examples of that happening for sure. We just saw Nobody Said Peanut Butter playing kind of safe. Like you said, afraid of that May, definitely, a little afraid of Frontlash and playing a little safer than they needed to.
I figured they have like different types of thought process about this. Like when facing a far, and if you don't have a confident a player that's not super confident in their hit scan abilities, I guess you can take 2 fights, assuming that the Mercy is going to hard pocket the Pharah. You can say, okay, try to kill everyone else before the Pharah gets to us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take the 4v6, kill everyone, deal with the Pharah however we can after.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's important to remember too, like, you know, the switch from Jax onto Diva was definitely a good call to counter that Pharah. I think the issue is countering Pharah is not really a one-person job. You know, it's like countering a Bastion. It's if you just throw someone on Soldier and say shoot the Pharah, you're not really setting yourself up for success, especially against a full-on one-trick like Frontlash, who is very good at Pharah
Mm-hmm.
compared to how he is on other heroes and how most people in the league are on heroes, right? I
Right.
think you know, saying, all right, Diva, go take a 1v1, or Soldier, just shoot her, is setting yourself up to have a dead Diva or a dead Soldier. You kind of need to, like you said, either kill everyone else and deal with it later, or make a coordinated effort, take care of Frontlash, and
Right.
then move on to the team fight.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, situationally, you can take the 1v1 like as Diva. I'm just speaking from me being a Diva player.
Yeah.
Like
As
you can take that fight, but don't like. So let's just take whatever that village. Let's just take that choke point that fight on village as an example. Jax went in and he fell into their team. That's the 1v1 you don't want to take.
mhm.
So if your team is pushing and you know the fair is coming from a different angle, take that fight. Because if you can distract the fair, that it makes it and a fair has the mercy, that basically makes it like a 5v4.
Yeah.
If you can distract the you don't even have to get the kill.
Mhm.
Just be annoying to her.
Absolutely. And sometimes, honestly, focusing that mercy first can be a better play. You know, she gets less passive healing than she gives to Pharah. And if she dies, she can't res.
Right.
And she's a little less mobile than Pharah. You know, she's reliant on Guardian Angel every few seconds. So, you know, I feel like it's a bit of a habit, especially low elo. You know, you get a Pharah on the other team and immediately people are like, oh, switch to a hit scan, kill the Pharah. Sometimes the answer is kill the Mercy.
Yeah, and I think that's one thing that we as Overwatch players do. We kind of we kind of just say, oh, it's someone else's job. So, you know, there's a Pharah. We kind of forget that sometimes it's a team game. So, you know, we get the Pharah and it's like, oh, DPS, one of you has to switch to, one of you has to, you know, switch to a hit scan and get the Pharah. I feel like sometimes people forget that every hero in this game does damage.
That seems like such a stupid sentence, but yeah. You're totally right.
Like it's a team game for a reason.
Yeah.
And every hero in this game does damage. So just putting something on one person's back, like sure, your DPS ideally would be the ones to take out a fair minute. Even not just fair, ball, whatever. Sometimes people just forget it's a team game. But they did. Nobody said Peanut Butter did choose Rialto, which is quite interesting. I don't know if they felt that they were having trouble with the Pharah or not. Honestly,
maybe they're more scared of the Mei than they are of the Pharah.
Yeah,
you know,
maybe. But
pick a map that's primarily open spaces,
and we'll get through this just fine.
You know, think, all right, he picks Pharah. We know what he's gonna do. We know how to deal with it. I mean, Flame Chaser already on the Echo. It's pretty straightforward Pharah counter. You know, maybe their goal is just let's give Frontlash what he wants so that we know what he's gonna do and we can respond to it.
Yeah, I understand. But I also think that could lead to sort of a roll, because if that Pharah gets free reign, that one team's gonna just steamroll through this. They do go for this double shield setup. I think they're pretty spaced.
I think the double shield is a call. Ryanzari is not very great against a Pharah, especially against Frontlash's Pharah. He knows how to deal with it pretty well. So double shield is one answer to it. I feel like I would rather see the dive, so you have that Diva to help take care of the Pharah, but it's something.
And this is the problem that they're gonna have with bunker here. As you see, Dan's holding on with this bunker, and then the mobility they can basically surround and close in on them.
Both
But
Echo
they
and
were
Bard
punished.
are kind of-
They get the res. Eldorado does get the res on the front line.
Oh, and as that res comes up, some 3 deaths in the kill sheet. Does not look fantastic. Oh,
That was
2 more
magnificent.
coming down. Looking really good for that one team. Getting really solid push. They probably get a cap on this first point.
Yeah, they're getting the pick. They're probably gonna get this cap here. I would 100% wait for the response here.
I think that's the call too. Yeah, and apparently nobody said peanut butter makes the same decision. So just back up a little bit.
Yeah, personally, if I was nobody said, I'd switch the takes up. I'd go back for the diva, even if there wasn't like a super outstanding diva player. Just cause some chaos, because you know, once Frontlash starts feeling himself, he's gonna be all the things.
And he is right now. Immediately gets in the back line, goes to Barrage. However, Flame Chaser is ready for it. Takes him down with the beam. Chris Helms comes back and gets a kill, but Kartos drops the ultimate to try and clean things up. Able to get 2 kills off. Head follows up.
Hey, Bob don't miss.
Bob does not miss.
Bob don't miss. Kind of busted.
Yeah.
Can we report Bob?
Bob, he's got more health than everyone else. 100% weapon accuracy. This feels like hacks.
Bob is like putting me in my silver.
For 7 seconds. Maybe a lot of ultimates coming down, not a lot of kills until suddenly a lot comes down from that one team. And instantly that one team taking out pretty much everybody on the opposing side, trying to take care of this Echo. There it is. And
Yeah, that was
push should get around this corner.
Yeah, that was interesting. That was just sort of an unlucky rotation because Flame Chaser went in on the Echo, duped the Rhine, and caused the whole team to burn. But the rest of the team was backing up. The Flux comes out.
Again, that one team just taking kill after kill, really cleanly pushing to that second point.
Oh, there's the you've already lost the point, my friend Emerald.
Yeah, that was
Out of it. If you use the trans, I use it to go
rough
back to my
trans.
team.
just lack of coordination, lack of communication. Those things happen.
Yeah, it is just the beginning of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think a lot of you know, a lot of what we're seeing here is like there have been, you know, 2 fights that were pretty decidedly in favor of Nobody Said Peanut Butter. 2 pretty solid fights for the team. But being on defense on Escort, you gotta win a lot of fights, you know? Winning a fight just means it stays still for a little bit. It doesn't give you progress the way it gives the other team progress. God. Chris Helms presses Q and gets play of the game.
I wish I could post the image of like Morris, like I got 5 gold medals.
Yeah, but I got 5 gold medals, and I got play of the game.
Score.
Yeah, and so it seems like
Switching sides.
they just kind of blew through Rialto. If I was Nobody Said Peanut Butter, I would take a deep breath first and foremost. Take a deep breath, and then just think about, okay, this is Rialto. Frontlash has the verticality for this map. Do we want to focus on the air, or do we want to annihilate their front team?
Mm-hmm.
And they just need to come together and just take a deep breath. Be like, this is our plan. This is what we're gonna do.
Ready for battle.
That fight, their first fight, did kind of start on a rocky surface because Jackstrel picked late, and I don't think they were able to set up their first bunker.
In 30 seconds.
Yeah, and with double shield, that's so important to get that bunker set up. And I think, you know, it's in addition to that little bit of messiness that we expected to see from their main shot caller being missing early in the season, etc. I think they're also kind of playing comps that
5, 4,
rely on
3,
different people doing different things in a way that I think is hurting them right now. You know, I think
shield there.
I think if you've got a team that is struggling to stay together, you probably want to pick a comp that has like one focus and one job. Try and get everyone on the same page. I don't know. It's tough because on one hand it's like, well, but we're not good at that. On the other hand, when I have 6 people going off doing their own thing with no communication is only making the problem worse. Jackstrel trying to bully the Mercy, getting bullied by Sandwich instead.
Jump off the map, Jax. Don't try to escape. Jump off the map.
Don't be a hero, Jax. Don't give them ult charge.
Oh no. The Junkrat gets value for existing. Fun hero team.
Yeah, and I mean this is exactly what you want to see if you're that one team playing this kind of comp. You know, you've got your double shield set up around the corner, and then you just have 2 people who only kind of need to aim, just throwing damage in over and over and over, and you hope that that holds.
They're playing a disgustingly spam heavy composition.
Yeah, and these spam comps have been pretty popular so far in Red League. But it looks like Nobody Said Peanut Butter might be breaking through it. 2 huge kills from Emerald, 3 huge kills from Emerald.
Yeah, that was wonderful. So
that was
they
really nice
did what I talked about. They took off the 2 that weren't a part of like the main. What a wonderful hook by the Superhead. But they took out the 2. They took out the Fair and the Mercy, and then they rolled over everybody else. They did exactly what they should have.
If the team's playing split into 2 and 4, take a 6v2 and then take a 6v4. Seems reasonable enough. And now the momentum pretty firmly in the favor of Nobody Said Peanut Butter. Kartos with a nice headshot on Eldorado there. I happen to be watching his vision. It was just like a quick scope pop out of there.
They're gonna get a good bit of free cart push. That one team is setting up on the stairs here, which is a great place to set up. This might be where we see a little bit of fall.
Front lash with the direct hit on Kartos. Worst part is Kartos kept looking over there. He knew someone was coming for him. He just didn't get out fast enough. Lots of ultimates on the side of that one team. Lots of ultimates for Nobody Said Peanut Butter too. I think we're kind of approaching one of those situations who's going to use their ultimates first. They're probably going to win. And it appears Sandwich says sweet. Sandwich gets a double kill real quick with that tire. No other ultimates coming out yet from either team. Another kill for that one team, but I think Peanut Butter realizes this is a lost fight and is ready to just move on. Chris probably didn't need to ult there, but it's a cooldown, not an ultimate, so no great harm.
So if they set up back here on the stairs, which it doesn't look like they're doing, I would set up back here on the stairs if I was. That's it. Because you have the spam damage, you hold these stairs, you can hold this cart here.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
And you see the Bob already. Kartos going in there, learning his lesson from last time, ready to start this fight with an ultimate. Does get 1 kill on Chris Helms. Bob not putting in a ton of work from that position, but Kartos doing some work with everyone repositioning around the Bob.
Yeah, Bob did exactly what he did. He made the move. And that's what he needed. Front lash is going around behind. I don't know if they see him.
Flame Chaser looked back and saw him. I don't know if he'll respond to it. Let's see. Oh, nice. 3 out of 4 shots to pop Chris Helms there. Oh, it interrupts Eldorado on
Unlucky.
Get a kill as well.
That was unlucky.
That was very unlucky. Yeah. It was partially unlucky and partially Flame Chaser paying attention, right? Flame Chaser saw that bomb and immediately started shooting at the shield. So, at some level, good team coordination, good focus on the shield. But on another level, you hate to see it.
Yeah, dude, like, Sandwich, like, I think he I didn't see exactly what happened. I think he double mined over this the archway that the cart's going under, and the bomb just exploded as he was landing. What a great hook.
Yeah,
by
That's been
McStupid.
great.
Cancel the ult.
This Roadhog shift has been really, really good for him. The Flame Chaser just missed a couple shots because the cart came up behind him and pushed him. He hates to see that. Already, both GPS ults are almost back online for Nobody Said Peanut Butter. Looks like they're going to be able to bring this cart in pretty easy here. Frontlash does have Barrage, but a great hook again. Hopefully takes him out. And yep, Frontlash goes down before he's able to get that off. Flame Chaser does miss the stun on Sandwich. And he's got his ultimate. Now he's looking for it to get 3. He gets 3. Stun again, but this looks like it's going to be a tap for Nobody Said Peanut Butter. We're looking at 2 minutes to 3 minutes and 8 seconds. And somehow Nobody Said Peanut Butter has 0.01 meters more.
To 3.
Small indie company.
You know, esports ready, just by the way.
Initiating match.
So that was actually good. Once Nobody Said Peanut Butter, that sounded bad. Once Nobody Said Peanut Butter got their momentum going, they just kept going. When they lost fights, they took the time to reevaluate. They did perfect reevaluation. Okay, what ults do they have?
Ready for battle.
Absolutely. They did a really nice job of saying, you know, why is this not working and how do we make it work? And I think the switch of McStupidhead switching onto the Roadhog was a really, really good response to that. You know, noticing what's not going well for your team and making a change to something that's going to go well. I think Stupidhead's Hog is something that's going to go well. He's good at it.
Yeah, they're switching to stay on this comp because McStupidhead was getting insane amounts of value. But
5, 4,
but that one team did switch to the Ryan Zarya comp.
1.
And I think Graz has a really clean Zarya.
Stop the pain.
And I think that's a good Roadhog counter too. You know, you've got Bubble. You see someone get hooked, you throw Bubble on him. It's a pretty one-to-one answer to a Hog.
I require
Get some free space here. They want to take this fight in this alley. That's where the Ryan Zarya really prevails.
Hog already going down. The sandwich is Reaper. Flame Chaser is able to take out Frontlash, but they're down 1 tank, almost down 2. And McStupidhead switches onto the Reinhardt for this push.
Yeah, that one team, Eldorado's playing the signature Baptiste of his. So
Surprising to see with the Mara still in the air, but
I think what that one team is going for is, you know, if Frontlash dies, he dies. Keep them in this alley.
yeah, that's fair.
They're going for full sustain here.
It's more of a
Way.
this way. If Frontlash dies, Frontlash dies. I think before, if Frontlash died, Eldorado was going with him 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, they're just going for, we're gonna hold you right here.
Seems to be going all right for them. We do get both Coalescences coming down, as well as a window from Eldorado. A Shatter gets blocked by Danguy, and then the Shatter from McStupidhead also gets blocked. Trumpet Jesus goes down before he's able to get his ultimate off, and ultimately, that fight does go in favor of that one team. But we do have both DPS ultimates and Beat coming down soon from Nobody Said Peanut Butter. Sandwich obviously going to be looking for big death blossoms, but the potential for a cap is definitely there.
You're not.
Dex.
Oh, that's the cut. I'll sandwich with the flank.
Excuse me.
What?
Kartos and Flame Chaser pull their ultimates down. Kartos does find 1 with it. Flame Chaser finding 0. Sandwich able to find 1 with his ultimate, and now we just have a ton of ultimates coming down from that one team. Frontlash finds a kill. 2 kills if you count to D-Mac. And guy takes out Flame Chaser, and this kill feed sure looks like we're going to get in favor of that one team here. But McStupidhead does get the touch, and he's going in on it. He lives pretty much as long as one could expect him to, but it's not going to be enough.
Yeah, that one team did exactly what they set out to do. They said we're gonna hunker down and hold up. Their goal was to not let them get past that second corner.
To 3. Switching sides.
And they fully accomplished it there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Initiating
This is going to be a hard hold for 3 minutes. That's hard for anybody for 3 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're probably going to see one of those big, fast, dirty push comps here from that one team, you know.
Just a rushed comp, get in their face, kill them all.
Yeah. I mean, they've got 3 minutes, so they don't need to, but like
ready for
it
battle.
seems like their style to go for it. Oh, but it looks like they're just sticking on what's working for them. Oh, nope. Front Lash says, I got 3 minutes. Let's see if I can get some picks.
Attackers
See if I can
incoming.
hit a shot real
30
quick.
seconds.
All of a sudden, before you know it, Front Lash has gotten to 6K and are all headshots. I believe.
Front Lash heard me make fun of Farah. Oh, Front Lash got yelled at by his captain. He's back in spawn. There it is. There's the rush comp that I wanted. We got the Symmetra with the Junkrat. This is the rush comp I signed up for.
5,
See, I thought I might be out of line making that call, but here they are, running it.
1. Attackers
Sim
Interesting.
Bastion on the other side is pretty bold too. This will be interesting. Both teams going for some cheeky stuff to try and make this rush happen. See what happens. Teleport comes in from both teams, right across from each other actually.
They're stuck. They are.
Now that one team
essentially
trying to
sort
get
of stuck.
behind the point. Kartos takes out 2. Both CPS go to Kartos. Kartos says, oh my god, Kartos! My man's is just shooting everybody.
They need to kill this Zarya. They're not chasing, they're letting her go, which is fine.
We need to kill this Bastion.
They that one team figured out that all they need to do is move the cart. They're either gonna force them to move or win.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I think that was a fun, cheeky rush comp to try out. Bastion countered it pretty well. So good on them not trying it twice, but I think it was worth trying once, you know? The concept was there. Kartos already has his ultimate. Waiting for this window to go down from Eldorado. As soon as it finishes up, he's probably going to go into tank. There it is. Pretty much his whole team is dead, and Kartos himself goes down to Front Lash, and that's going to be the cap from that one team, putting us at 2-0 in favor of that one team.
victory.
Yeah, that was a very good start to the defense for Nobody Said Peanut Butter.
Yeah, it started out great.
Play of the game.
And Kartos is gonna get played for his wonderful
For
Bastion
that
play.
4K, yeah, that's not shocking. Great position here, too, knowing they were coming around the back.
Double. Triple. Quadruple kill.
Yeah, that flick over to Chris Helms was really clean. Alright, Charles, I need you to kindly hold the fort for me. I have to pee so bad. I'll
Hey,
be
that's
right back.
fine.
Thank you.
Alright, y'all are stuck with me. Oh boy, Monka TOS, everybody. Y'all are stuck with me. The resident bad swamp daddy says it's unprofessional talking about Pete. Look, we are an educational stream. That is also very true, Stag. So, I don't remember what the next game type is. I think it's Escort.
It's a hybrid.
Is it?
Yep.
Really?
That's what the schedule says.
Oh, we played Escort map 3.
Escort should have been 2. It's control, then escort, then hybrid, then assault, then control.
Oh, fuck. Oops, sorry.
This is a family-friendly show, Charles.
I'm sorry. Don't find me, please. Because I was just thinking about our last week game. Yeah, we played. I think that was our match 3. Our map 3 was. No. This is fine. We're correct. I'm just kind of
No,
scattered.
that was map 2.
As you can see, I have no idea of the concept of time.
Time is meaningless.
Time is just an illusion.
Yeah, time hasn't meant anything since March, man.
That's also very true. The economy is a social construct.
Mm-hmm. Someone got
Profit.
real mad at me yesterday in my night class because I said that.
Money is just numbers. They're all made up.
Yeah, I was like, because some kid in my class was like, well, it's a really difficult decision, figuring out how much of a loss in the economy it's worth to save a human life. And I was like, that is not a difficult decision, sweet boy. People being alive is the option. And he was like, well, but the economy. And I'm like, the economy's not real. We just made it up.
Construct that we follow.
Yeah, like it's not a thing. Like it's just not. That's always a fun conversation I have when I teach like the language unit in my communication class, where I'm like, yeah, words aren't real. Like pretty much nothing's real. We just all agree on it as like a society. Kids are like, yeah, but like their meaning is immutable. And I'm like, no, it's not. Like the sounds coming out of my mouth mean nothing unless you have agreed to English. Like
yeah, it's just the world we live in. And I don't think anyone else in the world would have that conversation, like how a life affects the economy except in the United States. But that's a conversation for another time.
Yeah.
Who would have thought
We're
the
gonna get
PMAL would get
sidetracked.
political?
Who would have thought? It makes me sad that that's political.
Right? Imagine what it's like to be black. Okay, I'm done. I promise.
Oh no.
I promise.
Nah. I mean, you're right.
So we did pick Icon World here. This is another big
Are they
verticality map.
Like they cap the point on Eichenwald and then we have to go do the escort portion on Blizzard World?
Can you imagine if they made that as like a game mode? Like,
that'd be hilarious.
like you cap a point. Imagine
Eichenworld.
Imagine you cap first point Eichenwald, and then all of a sudden you're in Horizon Lunar Colony trying to say,
oh God, no!
Trying to take
no!
second point. Could you imagine that? That would be fun, though.
That would
I
be
think
horrific.
that would be fun.
It would be fun in a way. I think it would be a really fun way
I
to
think
like
it would be. I think it would be
screw
a
with
good.
people.
I think it would be a good meme mode. It's just like you roll someone, you cap first point, and then all of a sudden you're in Havana, and you're just like, what? And it's like, it'd be funny. It's like it starts you at like the point 2 spawn, but the payload's back at the very beginning.
Oh no! Oh no! Things just get real out of line real fast.
That would be fun, don't you think? I think that'd be silly.
No, that'd be super fun.
Overwatch needs more silly game modes, and that's the one that we need.
I do love silly game modes. That was one of my favorite things when I was playing consistently on a StarCraft team, was just like getting in a lobby with all the guys on my team and just doing nonsense modes. Like mono battles where it only lets you build one unit. Like you get into the game and it's just like, hey, you can only build Marines this game. Good luck. It's like, oh, cool.
We are talking there. I don't. Claimed in the Twitch chat for saying Icon World. I'm just gonna call it that from now on. I accidentally said Icon World because you were talking about Icon Walled and Blizzard World, and they just kind of combined, and I said Icon World. Dylan wants me to talk about old school RuneScape.
I would also like that. I've been thinking about getting into it. Is it worth it?
Oh, dude, come join. We're all playing the Trailblazer League right now. That's an open invite to everyone.
Ready for battle.
I used to be crazy into that game when I was younger. And like, I've always been kind of sad I didn't keep playing it, because all the people I know who still play Classic say it's really fun.
Attackers
I pretty much I played from like the beta until like the Castle Wars thing came out, and about a year after that is when I stopped playing.
I am ready to roll.
Looks like we're going with a Sim Reaper defense. I think they're expecting their team to brawl, and they're just gonna brawl back and just have more damage.
5, 4, 3.
Jackstraw has not picked a hero yet.
Oh
Attackers
god.
incoming.
Oh, I really regret going to Nicholas Gross's POV there. He was just whipping around and made me nauseous.
This is gonna be a hard point to get by if they don't. This might be hard for them to take, but no shield. They don't have as much sustain.
Well, and Eichenwald 1 is definitely one of the harder points in the game, but Luis and Peanut Butter already doing pretty decent work on it, getting some kills. Nate Dogg comes back and says, no,
Yeah, we do have some equal trades here, but if nobody says Peanut Butter goes fat. Oh no, the main tank is back. They too have
not
to
for
wait
long
for it.
though. Jack's playing a little aggressive here. Under 100 HP a couple times. Jack still just walked to get a health back, but had 150 health. Weird to watch.
Yeah, I think nobody said Peanut Butter wants to get through this. I think they need to get a little bit more sustain. Maybe switch out the Moira and keep the speed.
That's fair.
As if they constantly let their team speed into them, they will it'll be a bit tough.
Oh, with Jack Strill getting stunned right under the sentry turrets. You hate to see that, but very nice timing from McStupidhead. Sorry, from King Pebble.
Jackstraw got a 4-course helping of the main tank special right there.
Yeah.
I am
Pushing the doors. Reset Jack. Oh, they switched to the far, which is good. They don't have any use again. But they do have Jaded. Alright, El Dorado. He won't tell you he can, but El Dorado splits his head.
Yeah, absolutely.
He has another full wall.
clearing the area.
No, Eldorado is a good Baptiste player for a reason. It's not just about healing.
60 seconds.
Jackstraw
Yes.
looking for the ultimate, for
Yeah.
the right placement on it. This could be huge. Oh, he waits for that ultimate from his... Is this going to be enough? He does get it behind, but 3 of his teammates die in the process, including himself, and he doesn't find anyone with the ultimate. You hate to see
That
it, but-
one team just punished at the beginning of that fight Nick Stupidhead for trying to make an individual play, and they just
30
sped
seconds
into him and
remaining.
just deleted him, and then they threw ults after.
Yeah. You know, they
Probably
just-
last fight here.
Yeah, absolutely. Left right territory, we see all the ultimates coming down from both sides. And again, it just goes pretty widely in favor of that one team. I think nobody said Peanut Butter getting a little frustrated at the situation, getting a little frustrated
Yeah.
by the lack of communication. It's, you know, let them up.
That's going to be a full hold for that one team.
That's that one team full held us, I think, on that point, didn't they?
Switching sides.
I would have to go back and watch the VOD. We might have gotten 0.1, but
Initiating
definitely came close.
Oh,
Seems like Eichenwald is a good map for that one team.
I'm just kind of listening to the ambient sounds, and despite what if you without knowing what happened here, you would think, oh, cool, history site or something.
Yeah, the ambient
Ready for
noises.
battle.
You'd want to come to Eichenwald and play Pokemon Go.
Yeah, until you step outside and immediately see just bodies everywhere.
Could you imagine if Overwatch was rated M?
Just
Attackers
dead bastions
incoming in 30
everywhere.
seconds.
So they're going with the pulled pork defense.
King Pebble respecting the history of the map by staying on that Reinhardt.
Oh yeah!
But I don't know if anyone will.
They won't get to if they
They
only
won't get
need
far
one
enough.
tick, so we
Yeah.
won't get to see
5,
the
4,
rest
get
of this map
Far enough.
if they get it.
1.
Because
Attackers incoming.
that whole scene's on point
Defend
3, right?
objective A.
They're gonna bypass them altogether. Alright, King Pebble kind of fed.
A little bit. But you know, you can afford defeat when you got 4 minutes and need 1 tick. That could be worse.
They can't lose.
Oh, big pull from McStupidhead, getting a lot
Good
of
hook.
value again.
And they're down to immortality too, but if they get more picks here, yeah, this is gonna have to be just a full reset. Should get
They're
picks.
going for it though. They took McStupidhead and King Pebble going deep for it. Probably gonna get punished for it. Maybe. I don't know. No, he takes out Kartos. King Pebble actually lives. And comes back for another charge, and this is going to be it. That one team is going to take it 3-0.
Victory.
Yeah, they needed to get. They started. They got that pick. Looks like they got a little greedy, and they got punished for it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Metro just beaming them down. You ever heard some Metro nano boosted? It's a wonderful sound. Fully
I
charged
don't
nano
think I
boosted?
have.
It's wonderful.
I do
Simple
not think I have.
basically.
Yeah. So it seems most of them have dipped, but I would like to get maybe Dan and Frontlash in here, maybe.
They're on the same. Are you trying to get people from both teams? The same team.
It seems like a lot of people from the other team dipped, so I'm happy to get someone in here, but it seems like they're kind of running already. We could get McStupidhead.
I can go ask and I'll go ask and see if anyone's willing to talk.
Doctor.
Hello.
Hello.
My team has ejected me. They said they don't want me anymore, and I was to come join Caster team.
I hate that for you, but
I
Caster
told you
team's
you were
pretty
the
great.
imposter.
What's up, guys? Great games. Really consistent play
Thank you.
the one team. And I think McStupidhead, we talked about you a whole lot because you were getting some value.
I got angry in Rialto, and it
Your
paid
hog's
off.
kind of nuts, dude.
Yeah, is that when you get angry? Do you hit every hook? Is that how? Is
Apparently.
that how this works?
So what I'm hearing is you need to play ranked before your games and just lose about 150 SR.
Well, it also only, the big thing there was it only worked because they didn't have the Reinhardt. As soon as they had, if you have the Reinhardt, I don't have the hog against that.
Yeah, our big issue with the double shield was we just didn't have the target focus. We weren't all shooting the same thing, so we could never quite kill you. There's so many times I was a screaming hog. Well played, man. Good counter picks.
Yeah, no, really good picks. Good games across the board. I think something we were talking about a lot is obviously y'all were missing Eric, who is a pretty big personality and I assume a pretty big shot caller. Did you feel like that affected the comms? It affected the way you guys were playing, or is it still too early in the season for that to be really established?
So I missed last week, and I haven't got to play with him too much because of my schedule. But from what I can tell, from what I have played with him, it felt more organic because we were all talking. That was bigger for this was the best that we've felt playing together until Eichenwald.
we were a little juiced up coming into Eichenwald.
Having been a victim of Dan's Eichenwald full hold a week ago, I feel you. I'm with you. It's gonna be okay.
Oh yeah.
But it's very frustrating. I have been on the receiving end. I think if we take anything from this, it's Charles, next week when you play against that one team, don't pick Eichenwald.
I do it and just try to set a record. Maybe we'll see.
Come at me, bro. Come at me.
I might have to pick the ride just for you.
Oh, all right. Stream, you heard it here. The Ryan 1v1
the
gauntlet.
ride just for you.
Hey, man, you can't DM a shatter.
I can't DM his Ryan anyway.
Can't DM a shatter.
Oh man,
Found that out the hard way.
Oh, very, very good games though. Did we? What? I'm curious. What went through Nobody Said Peanut Butter's mind when we walked out with that Symmetra wildness on Rialto?
Honestly, I was just confused. I didn't know. I was already in the wrong place for my team because I didn't know where the Bastion was.
Neither did we.
And then I was like, okay, well, I guess they're over there. I guess they're dead.
Yep, pretty much.
Oh, but and then the Zarya was there forever.
Yeah, the entire time I was yelling at Nick Graz. I was like, just die, just die, just die. He goes, no, I'm not dying. And I'm like, well, then run across the bridge, dog.
Also, I was the only one looking at him, but I didn't want to get close to him.
Right.
From a caster's perspective, we saw you guys on attack, teleport, and once your teleport was broken, I said they're stuck.
Oh no, it was fine. The tactical indecision was that we didn't leave one person behind to push all that free cart. That was what we really needed.
Yeah, I was really confused about that. It's like I almost went to cart.
This is mine
like
now.
If you had left someone to push cart, that may have had like a totally different outcome. It was fun to watch though.
It was interesting. Well, we really expected you guys to hold that bottom corner. We were just going to boil out of the stairs onto you, but then we just kind of got boiled alive by a Bastion.
I called the rush comp, and I was very excited when it finally came out because I was like, yeah, I think they're going to go for it. It just seems kind of like Dan's style to give it a shot. And then front latch switched onto Widow, and I'm like, oh man, maybe I was wrong. And then he walked back in, and I was like, switched on to Sim, and I was like, yes.
I was like, front lash.
I
was like, front lash. You want to do something dumb? And he goes, yeah, I'm gonna play for that pick again. And I go, no, get off Widow. Go play Sim.
You could tell in the way that he walked back to spawn that you told him to switch. I literally said it in the cast. I was like, oh, I think he got yelled at by his captain because he's walking back to spawn with his head down.
Oh man, well, very good games though. GG's peanut butter boys.
Yeah, great games, guys. That leaves us now with that one team, I believe, leading the league. Are y'all the only 2-0s?
I'm not sure. I know we are 2-0 currently.
You're 2-0. We're 1-1. Peanut butter. What are y'all sitting at?
We lost both games.
Okay, and Charles, are y'all 0-2, 1-1, or 2-0?
1-1.
Y'all are 1-1, yeah. So that's the rankings now. That one team is 2-0. Charles' team and my team are 1-1. And
quick check, clip it before we start throwing. Doesn't believe in my frontline in the chat talking about his frontline Widowmaker. We may or may not. So we were staying at Choke on Hanamura last week, and he hooked into like onto the top right where like that mini room is, like the right inside Choke. He hooked to the edge of that, trying to I think catapult himself all the way across and get to an Ana. And instead he just landed in the middle of point, and we were VOD reviewing, and AJ was just like, what? It was a good time.
AJ's VOD reviews are always so much fun, man.
They are. No, it's really been great to walk out of the gate firing on all cylinders.
Oh, yeah, no, it's looking really good. I'm excited to see how the rest of the season goes for y'all and how the rest of the season goes for us. And I think it'll be good. It feels like things are pretty evenly matched with the split division, you know. It feels like any of the 4 teams could win any given game, which is hype.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, like I mean I think Rialto was a great example of that on your guys' attack. Like by the end of it, we were just like panicked. Like we were falling apart at the seams pretty quick. So there's definitely some big momentum swings, and I love that about the split divisions.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's going to be
Talked about the momentum swing, and once that hog came out, he was just hook after hook.
Absolutely. Yeah, I don't think I blocked a single hook.
No, I didn't let you.
I was really proud. A couple of your hooks, I managed to cut off the shot. Like I managed to get the shield in the way, but you were really diligent with your placement. So
Oh yeah, well,
very well
half the
done.
time I was waiting on front lash to barrage, and then he did it. And the one time that I didn't have it, so I whole hogged him instead.
Yeah, I remember that because he goes, as soon as this hog hooks, I'm gonna barrage, and then he was just barraging, and then he was like, wait, what? And then he was dead anyway.
And we
Yeah,
still knew that he had it. That was the thing. I got him on our defense as well. He barraged right on top of me when I was Sigma and just put my shield in his face.
Oh.
He didn't kill himself, but he almost did. I think.
Slippery little bird.
Killer guys.
Well, thanks for casting, folks. Super appreciate.
Yeah, thanks for the good games, Charles. Thanks for casting with me. Trifecta left already,
course.
but big shout out to him for producing, refereeing for us, and shout out to Steck for producing.
Team captains, tell your teams to send me clips, and I'll put them on the socials.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right.
There was some fat shots, some nice hooks.
Fat shots.
I will
Oh, man,
definitely
yeah,
watch
fuck,
the one back.
I forgot about Nepal. There were some big shatters there.
It was a map that happened.
All those
I
years
kind
ago.
of blacked out on Nepal. Like Nepal just always, Sanctum especially, just becomes a blur.
That's fair. That's fair.
I was a little. We didn't take it. We did take it to 3 maps, or did we?
Mm-hmm. No, we never played. We didn't play the big pointy
Right.
middle one.
We played Nepal as we were warming up, like just before this, so I'm having a hard time.
Remembering what was warm up and
Yeah.
what was game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, you played Sanctum and the outside one
Village.
with
Sanctum and
Village.
Yeah, I remember now. I died on point at 99.
I've been had. There's no dead gopher up here.
Heartbreaking.
So there is a straw poll in the chat team for you to pick the match MVP.
Right in that one, Dan guy.
Don't.
Right, Dan.
It'll go to his enormous noggin.
Yeah, I can't afford to have to buy even bigger hats.
Dan, are you doing anything?
Sitting.
There's a 4-stack in lunchroom if you want to turn it into a 6-stack.
We shall see. We shall see.
I actually think that somebody on my team was a little bit serious about Among Us.
I love that for you. I haven't played in a hot second, but I kind of miss it. Game rules.
You heard it here, chat. We can throw Keegan's games or we can throw Will's games. Choose wisely.
Choose wisely.
Look, I just want 10. I don't care.
Throwing is what you guys all specialize in.
It is. It really is.
Do we have our Stropple results?
It depends on when we want to cut off the results.
Is there a clear leader yet? There usually is.
There is someone in the lead.
Come on, chat. Do the thing. Click the link. Hit the buttons.
3 buttons. Y'all spend all day clicking this mouse anyway. Get your money's worth.
Get your money's worth.
Fox McCumulus, don't you yell at me. Don't shout at me.
He's sensitive. Just go into the next room and just like
Nice.
tell him you like his cut.
Nah, he's still in
Fox.
Illinois having weak
Come
vocal
play with us
cords.
instead. Oh, poor baby.
Are
Rad.
we calling it?
Who's our
Are you guys ready?
No, I didn't give you
Oh,
an
too
R.
bad. I don't care. Your MVP for tonight's match is Nate Dogg.
Woo, Nathan!
That's my
Nathan, we
homie.
love you, Nathan!
So the sim playing. He also played Moira. Big Qs.
He did. Nate is a wonderful part of our team. I love that. I love that all of us the whole team, the entirety of the tots feel like they can jump around to pretty much any role, like at any time. It's great to have so much versatility.
Yeah, that's one fun thing I think about Red Division particularly has a little bit of a lot of people who are willing and able to switch around. I think there's a lot of people in Black Division who are able, but not willing.
Oh crap. He has a cool cat now.
Oh, he got a cat.
He did
Yeah,
get
dude.
a cat.
I demand cat pictures.
He does have a pretty
Oh,
dope cat.
he'll send them to you. I promise.
I'm gonna tag him in the pets channel in our team Discord. I need cat pics. Rad. Well, sweet. Good games, boys. Thank you, everyone who helped with the stream. Thank you, everyone who came to hang out. This has been 5 Mute Alpha Overwatch League Week 2. Join us again tomorrow night for the last game of this week, which will be between Carolina Reapers and Birds Aren't Real. Thank you. Carolina Reapers and Birds Aren't Real, the other two teams in the Black Division. And
Birds are
then
not
we will
real.
Birds aren't real.
we will get into more Red Division next week.